An AI model can be incredibly smart and still be completely useless at doing real work. Give it a question and it can generate an answer. But ask it to inspect files, call an API, update a customer record, recover from an error, and prove what it changed. And suddenly the model is only one small part of the system. The missing piece is the agent harness. An agent harness is the software layer around a model that lets it operate as an agent. It supplies the tools, context, memory, permissions, execution environment, feedback, and control loop. Here is the simplest mental model. The model provides reasoning. The harness provides controlled access to the world. Put them together and you get an agent. At its core, a harness runs a loop. First, it gives the model a goal and the relevant context. The model chooses a next step. The harness checks that request and executes an approved tool. It returns the result to the model. The model then continues, changes direction, or stops. A good harness also knows when to request human approval, retry a failed action, or end a loop that is going nowhere. Most useful harnesses contain 6 major pieces. First, instructions and context. What the agent is trying to achieve, and what information it can see. Second, tools. Functions for reading files, searching documents, querying databases, calling APIs, or operating software. Third, state and memory. What has already happened, which decisions were made, and what remains unfinished. Fourth, permissions and guardrails. Which actions are allowed, which inputs must be validated, and when approval is required. Fifth, an execution environment, the sandbox, browser, terminal, or service where actions actually run. And sixth, feedback and observability, tool results, tests, logs, traces, and other signals that tell the agent and the humans supervising it whether the work succeeded. Imagine a support agent handling a refund request. The model can read the message and recommend a response. The harness does everything around that recommendation. It retrieves the customer record and the correct refund policy. It exposes a read-only lookup tool. It remembers the current case state. It validates the refund amount. It blocks the model from directly changing billing data. If the refund exceeds a defined threshold, it sends the request to a manager. Finally, it records the recommendation, approval, and executed action. The model supplied judgment. The harness turned that judgment into a controlled workflow. This explains why changing the model does not automatically fix an unreliable agent. The real problem may be missing context, an overly broad tool, stale memory, weak validation, no completion check, or no recovery path. Harness engineering means improving the environment and feedback loops, so the same failure becomes less likely to happen again. But more complexity is not always better. Every extra rule encodes an assumption, and those assumptions can become outdated as models improve. A harness is also not exactly the same thing as an agent framework. A framework gives developers reusable building blocks. The harness is the actual operating setup around a running model, its tools, policies, context, state, and execution loop. And the agent is the complete system the user experiences. In practice, the boundaries can overlap, so focus on the function instead of arguing about labels. So when you see an impressive AI agent, do not look only at the model. Look at what surrounds it. The model provides intelligence. The harness turns that intelligence into controlled, observable, and repeatable work. That surrounding system is often where the real engineering begins.